Schöne macht Arbeit. Die ist nicht mehr Schiffe, ihr Stuster. Die ist nicht gerne so, das. Die ist nicht gerne so, macht.
What it do, YouTube? CFX here, back with another video, man. And look, we're running across some technical difficulties over here, like really bad technical difficulties. So I'm gonna just go ahead and break it down to y'all, man. Look, we're running across some broker issues. Forex side, we're pretty straight. You know, we're pretty good over there on that side. We got Hanko Trade and we got Higo's Way. Higo's Way pretty decent. Hanko Trade, I've been loving them so far. Ran across no issues at all. But on the binary option side, yeah, we got some issues over here. So I'm finna be switching brokers starting tomorrow, actually, which is Friday. So we're gonna be switching brokers starting tomorrow, and then I may not post any trading sessions. Well, let me say this, I may not post any binary trading sessions during next week's time period, but I will be heavy into Forex, so you guys are going to see my setups for that and things as well. But what am I talking about? Anyway, yeah, we're not going to be doing binary options next week because I feel like it's going to take a while for them to do my withdrawal, and then yeah, we're going to have to go through that process. So hopefully they don't, and I can get to trading binary options next week. But for sure by the end of next week, I should have my money and my broker funded up, so therefore we can get to trading in the next time period, because look, we have no time to waste at all. Now, like you guys are going to see in this video, I did switch to a more aggressive trading type. I am going to switch to a more aggressive trading style. This is going to be crazy. It's going to be very aggressive. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to stick to it. I may just do it on particular trades. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm only going to be very aggressive on particular trades because look, we got places we're trying to be in our life, man. We're on our way to financial freedom. So look, we're going to get there by any means possible. So look, we're going to switch our trading style on certain trades now. Not every single trade, but certain trades, and we're going to see how that works out. You're going to see a glimpse of it in this video, and it would have worked out if my broker didn't. Yeah, you guys are going to see. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Look, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a licensed trader. I'm just an educated black man who learned how to trade. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to see y'all in the next video, man. I'm out. All right, so we are about to near the end of this trade. I'm just showing you guys that we are about to clear it and show you the payout real quick. And then I'm going to switch to another pair that I do want to hop in on another trade on that you guys see. 1400 payout. Now let's go to NZD USD because I do want to hop in on this trade. So boom, just hopped in for a put on NZD USD. I wanted to catch that one. Now let me show you guys the setup for this one. So setup for Euro USD, it broke through my first support line, but it did end up coming down to this support zone right here, which was a pretty great zone to hop in for a trade. And what clarified it for me was these wicks right here. So it wicked out once it got right here, and then it wicked out on this candlestick as well. It also kind of wicked out on this one. So this showed me that this was a good support zone to get in for a trade at. So I ended up getting in, and we ended up clearing that trade, as you guys can see, and it is still pushing up right now. So that was a pretty great trade to hop in, and we're about to get done with NZD USD, and I'm gonna show you guys the setup for that one once that trade is done. All right, guys, I couldn't show the end of that trade because I couldn't really tell where the market was at, but as you guys can see, it is dropping now. I did end up losing it though, but this is definitely pretty strange from our broker. I'm just letting you guys know I will be trading brokers very soon. I'm just letting you guys know that. But yeah, I am going to trade brokers. I couldn't even roll over my trade because I didn't know where my trade was the whole entire time. You can see it's barely on the screen right now. So I will be trading brokers very soon. So if I do not upload any trading sessions for the upcoming weeks, you guys know why. because I'm in the process of trading brokers. But yeah, definitely after tonight, man, I'm about done with this broker, and I will be trading brokers. But we're going to try to look for another setup or try to look for a re-entry, because I still feel like this is a great trade. If it would have let me roll over, this would have been a clear all day. But you know, it is what it is. We may get another chance for re-entry right here, so let's try to see if we can, and if so, then we will. But I'll let you guys know if I re-enter this trade. Hey, I forgot to show you guys the trade. I had to focus up real quick because vibe be on some bull. It's awesome. But anyway, this trade set up Euro USD again. I did end up hopping back in that trade. I waited till my candlestick expired, I hopped back in, and then we ended up winning that trade. But man, look, I think I'm done for tonight. I got back to where I was actually. Actually, I got to, yeah, I'm back up where I started at. I'm looking at my profits right now, and I'm back up where I started at. But yeah, the broker is acting crazy right now, and I'm calling it a night, honestly. But I will be definitely switching brokers. I'm gonna just wait a while. I'm gonna let them send me my money. I'm gonna withdraw it, and then we're out of here. We're finding a new broker ASAP. Man. So, as you guys can see by the title, yes, I'm leaving via Forex, and I'm gonna explain my reason why, and I'm gonna tell you guys of the situations that have been going on. This is definitely not nothing new, and it definitely has not been a decision that I just made right off the bat. No, this has been ongoing problems and things like that. Just little small things that I find are continuously happening, and just little problems, and honestly maybe my mistake from when I first got started with that platform. But let me go ahead and start off with tonight's trading session, because I honestly did not get any footage for the video. Most of my footage that I recorded was just proof to send to VOD for mistakes that was going on, things that were going on that I just found were kind of a little wishy-washy. But yeah, I did not really record any footage for the video. I was mainly just expressing my frustration towards VOD, just showing them things that were going on while I was trading. So I'm gonna start off with the first trade. So the first trade was just a loss, I'll admit. Wasn't a bad entry, nothing like that. It was just the market just kept going in the opposite direction, and you guys know how my trades go. It went down further than I was in for a call. I can't remember the pair, but I was in for a call, and it kept going down for like a little bit. It went back up in profit. I rolled over, and then as soon as my trade was about to end, it went out of profit. Hey, nothing new here. You guys know what happens all the time. So second trade, we ended up winning that trade. We ended up winning back what we had lost in our previous trade, and that was a very profitable trade. So no problems there. Now our second trade is where my main issue came in at, because this happens often. This happens a lot, actually. So sometimes when you are trading on their platform, I'm not gonna just throw out accusations and say they are manipulating the market or manipulating their charts. I'll say not manipulating the market, but manipulating their charts, because sometimes when you are in a trade, either the system starts bugging out and the market stalls out sometimes, at least on their platform, but in actuality the market is moving and is going either up or down, but you cannot see those movements on your chart because it's bugging out. So I took a trade, and it was a big trade because I definitely trusted in this trade, and it ended up being where I was in profit on my screen, but I was looking at TradingView and I was out of profit on TradingView. So I scrolled down to my rollover option, because by the time I realized, I was like, what the world is going on here? So I scrolled down to my rollover option, and the timer was still there for me to be able to roll over. So I rolled over my trade, or at least I attempted to roll over my trade, because once I clicked the timer, it brought up invalid conditions. So when it brings up invalid conditions, that means you have ran out of time, or you have ran out of that time window to where you can roll over your trade. But I felt like it was just kind of weird, because like I said, it was a big trade. I put in a lot of money on that trade, and for something to happen like at that time, it was just very kind of suspicious to me and inconvenient. And like I said, this is not the first time it has happened. It seems to only happen to me on my big trades. I'm gonna be honest. It really only happens to me on my big trades. You guys have been watching me trade for the past 2 weeks or so, and we haven't ran across that issue at all, because I've been risking 2% of my account. With this particular trade, I risked 10% of my account. So it was just very weird to me how it happened at that time, and I ended up not being able to roll over. And with that rollover, I would have won that trade, because I just watched the market literally go in a direction that I've been thinking it was going to go in, and I wasn't able to roll over and win that trade on a trade that I should have won. So that definitely rubbed me the wrong way. And I recorded it. I may show it, but I don't know yet. I have to rewatch it and see. But yeah, that's how that trade went, and I ended up losing that trade. So on my next trade, I ended up taking Euro USD. It was for a call, and the Euro was stronger than US dollar. It came down to my Bollinger Bands. The market was oversold. Everything was in my favor. So I ended up taking a trade once it got down to a certain point. But when I hit the call button, sometimes when you hit the call button on their platform, or the put button, it ends up like kind of buffering a little bit, I guess you could say. It ends up buffering, and it does not put you in sometimes where you click to hop in the trade. So I clicked call to enter the trade, but it ended up buffering. So I wasn't able to enter the trade where I wanted to enter at. And like, this was like right after the trade that I just told you guys about. And it was just like, bro, what is going on? Like, why is not putting me in this trade? So it ended up buffering, and the market ended up spiking up. It spiked up about 5 points. It spiked up 5 points from the original entry point that I clicked to take. So as soon as it spiked up, that was when it put me in the trade. And you guys know that entry on binary options is very, very, very important. Your entry point on binary options is very important. So that 5 point difference could have literally made or broke my account. Well, not made or broke my account, because I didn't put my whole account. I was just trying to win back what I had lost. But I ended up being 5 points ahead, or 5 points above where I wanted to be at for a call entry. So I expected the market to go up, and it put me at a higher position. You guys know, if you want to get in for a call, or if you're expecting a buy, you want to get in at the lowest position possible. So it put me in at it ended up putting me in as soon as the market spiked up, literally. Like, I was like, that's very weird, because it was buffering for like 5 seconds. But as soon as the market spiked up, that's when you put me in the trade. It was just very suspicious to me. So trade just kept going in and out of profit, and in the last 10 seconds, it ended up going in profit, and I ended up winning that trade. But it's not about me really winning the trade. Yes, I'm happy I won, but what if I didn't win? That would have been a loss on my record because of a mistake that's going on with their broker. Like, that's not my fault, because I clicked the button when I was supposed to, but you put me in at an entry that I wasn't trying to get in at. So that was just the final strike for me that night. You know, it was like, you know what, it's time for me to move on. I gotta select a different broker now. You know, I'm withdrawing all my money. I've been emailing them, coming in contact with them, just talking to them, building a relationship with them. So therefore, you know, they do not speculate me of any suspicious activity or anything like that. But I'm definitely switching brokers. Other instances that has occurred is with their withdrawal process. So this is where I say is partially my fault, because of when I first signed up, I did take the bonus. So some brokers, when you take a bonus, when you're signing up, you know, you can fund up with a lower amount, like $100 or $250 instead of $500 to $1,000. So I ended up taking the bonus, so therefore I could fund up with the $250 instead of $500, because I didn't have $500 at the time to fund up an account, but I really wanted to get to trading, so I took the bonus. And you guys know, some brokers, when you take their bonus, it comes with certain rules. So when you take a bonus, it's stuck on your account basically. So it's been stuck on my account the whole time, and sometimes when I try to make a withdrawal, you know, it's a very long process or a complicated process where you have to reach a certain turnover rate before you can make a withdrawal and things like that. And that just rubbed me the wrong way, because I feel like, you know, if I'm making the money, I'm taking my time with the trades, I'm looking at the charts every single day, I should be able to receive my money, and I shouldn't have to wait a week or longer for big withdrawals. Like small withdrawals, oh, you're getting them in like 2 days. But let's say someone has to pay their bills, or they got things they gotta get, and you're trying to make a bigger withdrawal so therefore you could pay for or finance it. It takes a very long time, and sometimes, actually not sometimes, a lot of times they take a while to answer your tickets that you submit, or when you email them, it takes a while for them to respond. So that was something that I didn't really like, because when it's something kind of irrelevant, like I could email them about, oh, how much of my account should I withdraw so you guys don't suspect me of any suspicious activity? You know, they respond with a quickness. Or it was something else that I emailed them about that wasn't, you know, it wasn't really important, but it was just a question that I just had. So, oh yeah, it was about, I asked them, like, you know, how many withdrawals do you guys allow your traders to have in a week? And, you know, they responded literally in about, I want to say about 30 minutes. They responded very, very fast. But when I made a withdrawal for, well, I'm not going to disclose how much I made a withdrawal for, but it was a big, I'm gonna just say it was a big withdrawal. And I emailed them literally 4 times, and because these are 3 days apart. So the first day I emailed them once, and I was like, they usually respond like in a timely manner when it comes to smaller things, but this time it's about my withdrawal. So I emailed them once. I gave them a full day. Actually, I gave them over a day, because my email, I sent the first email at I had my withdrawal, or I made my withdrawal 12 o'clock that noon. The next day, I didn't email them again until 6 o'clock p.m. So that was literally over a day. I gave them over a day, and then I let their email sit, and I literally, like, the next 2 days I sent out emails days and a little bit over a day apart. And it was just like, why are they taking so long to try to get back with me now? And they literally didn't respond to that first email that I sent until today, which is 3 days later. Like, what if I would have had something going on? You get what I'm saying? So that was another thing that I just really didn't like. I guess customer support, it just takes too long to respond on things that are really important, or it takes a while to actually process your withdrawal, which most brokers, it only takes about like 2 to 3 days. or 2 days max, most of the time. Honestly, actually, I wouldn't say most of the time, because I've been with a lot of different brokers and I'll get my withdrawal at least, honestly, in a couple of hours or at the most a day. So for them to take over 3 days, actually, I had to cancel my first withdrawal because it took them too long. And I emailed them. I was like, hey, I'm gonna just withdraw my full account. Is there anything or any procedures that I need to go through before I do so? And they didn't respond back to that. So I just made my full withdrawal. And it's probably gonna take another 4 days before I receive that, maybe even 5. So if I'm gone this week and I'm not trading this week on binary options, you guys know why. You guys know why, because I haven't received my money yet and I'm waiting to fund up. But I'm definitely gonna get my money back. I've talked to them and we got things straight. They told me to just enter my withdrawal again and I will receive my money. But that was the first issue. Well, the first 2 issues. Third issue that I really have sometimes is that the servers would crash and you would not be able to trade for like hours sometimes. So you guys know the time that I trade. I like to trade at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time for night, and then in the morning I trade anytime between 8 to, I would say about 8 to 11. I'll trade anytime between 8 to 11, whichever time I see the market is moving best or moving smoothly at, depends. But yeah, sometimes the market will crash around my nighttime, and I haven't been doing it recently, but it definitely was a big issue earlier on this year because of another educator in IM Academy who would go start trading, and it just caused many inconveniences because I didn't trade with that educator. I like to trade on my own, so it was greatly impacting my time that I like to trade. And as a trader, you know, you have a set time that you are used to trading to, so it's not like you can just go trade at a different time, because the market does move differently in between different hours. So it's like, all right, what am I supposed to do? I'm just not supposed to trade tonight. I'm just not supposed to make money tonight. So that was a very big issue that I used to have as well. And I think it's just finally time for me to move on to a different broker. So you guys should definitely see which broker I'm gonna move on to. I about have 2 in mind, and you guys will see. Yeah, that's really my little rant for today. But that's my story why I'm changing brokers, man. It's just about time, and hopefully we'll have everything sorted out, so therefore I can only miss out on a week of trading. Look, I'm cool with missing out on a week, not really, but hey, I can make money in other ways. Forex, we're going to be taking more trades, like I said, so we're going to do that. But yeah, I'm gonna be more than likely gone for next week. I'm gonna be producing many different videos for you guys, especially for beginners and things like that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hope you guys have a nice day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's continue to get to this bag, man. I'm out.